Judia Dugas and her family live on a 6th-generation farm in Clinton, Louisiana. One of their signature items is hibiscus, but not the hibiscus grown in your home planter. This hibiscus produces a bulb that is used to make teas and jellies and is a Red Stick Farmers Market favorite. The flower buds are ready to harvest in late summer and early fall, and TWILA's Jennifer Finley was there for the first pick of the season.
We are going to pick some hibiscus.
Today we're on Lena's farms. It's actually home for us. We just happen to farm. This land my grandfather owned, and before him his aunt owned. And so today we're just going to show you guys the farm. Today
we're going to clip the little fruit of the hibiscus off. It almost looks like a strawberry. And once we clip those off, we go and clean them out. But this is my first picking for the season too, you guys. And that is what it looks like. So my dad, he was the milestone of it all.
My grandfather really grew corn and sugarcane, but he didn't really sell it. He just grew it because he loved it, or he grew the corn for the farm animals, right? And so I have vivid memories of us at the end of the year chopping the sugarcane down, taking it to the mill, making syrup. But he just made it for us, and so we just enjoyed these cans of syrup throughout the year.
He planted so we can all have food and to keep the children busy, because that's how you made your little summer, it wasn't summer money, but it was money for your school clothes or for your school supplies. It gave me a passion for the land and the respect for what it produces. These are nice. This is the Roselle hibiscus. And when you say hibiscus, some people say, oh, I got that in my yard. I say, no, it's the Roselle hibiscus, which is a plant, and it's cousins to the okra. It has a bright yellow bloom. See the bloom, almost just like an okra.
My sister did ag at Southern, and they had a symposium about hibiscus, and they were giving away some of the seed, and we got some of it and we tried it, and it's just been evolving from there. It's a novelty almost. People see these big red jars on the table, and what is that, moonshine or wine? And then we began to tell the story of hibiscus and the medicinal properties of it and how good it is and how it tastes. A lot of people don't know a lot about it here in this area, and it's just fun, right? You see these green and red plants and all of the products that we can make from it, and it's just so good for you. And so a lot of our customers, they swear by it. It's done a lot of good for a lot of people.
Going to Breda Red Stick Market, it challenges you also too, to where it keeps you doing more. Because if a customer asks you, can you do it spicy? I said, how spicy do you want it? He said, what I taste was like a 1. Can you make it a 10? I said, oh yeah, okay. So next Saturday I went out, I had him a 10. And he did a thumbs up on his picture. So it's stuff like that that makes your heart merry.
Our objective between now and first frost is to harvest as much as we possibly can. But after we harvest it, we have to do 3 things with it. We either have to consume it then with the products that we're creating then, or we dehydrate it for the whole leaf product, or we freeze it. And so I'll go ahead and get these fresh pods in. And then we'll get some frozen going here as well. It's much easier to release all of the color and flavor from the frozen hibiscus. Now that we have them in a rolling boil, I just like to stir it a little bit to start releasing all of the flavor and the color. Hibiscus, spring water, that's it. And that's the color that you're looking for. We have a lot of people ask, well, how long should I steep it? And my answer is always, well, it's not really a time, it's a color. Both the fresh and the frozen, this is the same result. One's just a little bit easier, and it all depends on what part of the year we're in, if we use either or.
My mom is amazing. Without her, there is no farm. My mom is actually Lena Farms.
very proud of my son and my family, because from the husband to the kids to the grandkids, everybody pitch in and help. So I'm really proud of all of them.
What a way to increase the legacy of what my grandfather started with purchasing this property and loving it. My grandfather, who was born in the 1900s, was only allowed to get a 6th grade education, but he took what he was allowed and he multiplied it. And beyond that, he left seeds, right? And so he multiplied what he could, and then he left something back for us to multiply. And that's what we're trying to do with what we have here on the farm.
If you would like to connect with Lena Farms, you can find them on Thursdays and Saturdays at Bretta's Red Stick Farmers Market, or you can head over to our website at twilatv.org. Coming up on TWILA, we head down to get some fresh tuna from the Gulf of Mexico. A brand new Field to Feast is up next.